Hi students, welcome back to Social Studies class, and today we are going to complete our chapter Nationalism in India. Okay, in the previous class we have seen that we have discussed about the salt satyagraha and civil disobedience movement, and we have seen how Mahatma Gandhi he tried to launch the salt satyagraha and how did he come across it by signing the Gandhi Pact, or it may be by breaking the salt law, various process of salt satyagraha and civil disobedience movement we have come across. Now, what was the limit of civil disobedience movement? Today we will leave the limit of salt satyagraha. Limit of Dandi March or its effect on the various sections of society. Now, students, when Mahatma Gandhi was continuing the salt satyagraha or civil disobedience movement, we have seen that many various sections of society, if not all but majority of the sections of society, people they came and they actively participated. If they not participated, then also they came to hear Mahatma Gandhi wherever Mahatma Gandhi used to halt during the during the salt satyagraha. Here, women also actively took part, especially in the towns and cities. Women also took actively part. They also joined with Mahatma Gandhi in his various satyagrahas and various andolans. They also, even many of them also were put in the jails. So Mahatma Gandhi was, they were very deeply, inspired by Mahatma Gandhi's call to the nation. When Mahatma Gandhi urged that it is a national movement, so those women also came out and to actively part. These women were mostly from the middle class and the rich family. They were educated women, and most of they belonged to the very high class families. So they also came and took active part. They also were even sent to the jails. But Mahatma Gandhi was not that much impressed, or you can say he was not that much interested to include women in his andolans or satyagrahas, because Indian National Congress still was not having the, you can say, a interest, or finally we can say confidence in the women that they also can be a very good leader, they also can lead various movements. Such confidence the Indian National Congress is losing, and you all know that our society is male dominated society where males are given preference. That was another reason why the Indian National Congress was not giving much priority to the women. That is why Mahatma Gandhi he urged them to, that he showed his concern towards those women, that he was very much delighted that women came out of the houses, they participated in the rallies and satyagrahas. But even he showed his concern towards the women by saying that it is better for the women to be a very good wives, to be a very good mother, to be a very good homemaker, and to take care of their family, to take care of their children, to be in the houses. So this was one section. Another section of society. Next. In our country, all the society, all the social, you can say all the people in the society were not completely moved or involved in Mahatma Gandhi's all the national movements. Among that, or among such social groups, was Dalit. Yes, Dalits were very badly, you can say, treated during the freedom struggle in our country. Those people were known as they were known as a depressed class. They were not allowed to go to the public places, or they were not allowed to use the public facilities. So Mahatma Gandhi, and there was a practice of untouchability against them. So these people used to call themselves a Harijan because of Mahatma Gandhi gave his word for them as a Harijan, God of people. Now Mahatma Gandhi, he himself used clean the toilet that was work of a Bhangi to show the respect or to show his touch towards the Dalits. Now he even urged the Indian National Congress to include the Dalits into the main atmosphere of the country. He also wanted to that Dalit must be allowed to use all the public facilities. They should not be neglected. They should not be separated from the society. And he urged the many leaders of Indian National Congress to leave up the practice of the untouchability. The main reason was why these Dalits were alienated from the Indian National Congress, or most of the national movement, was that the Indian National Congress was mostly dominated by the high class Brahmin families, and these Brahmin families were not allowing and were not interested to mingle and to be grouped along with the Dalits. That is why when B.R. Ambedkar was most of the time during his childhood and all, he was very much alienated by the various sections of the society. But it was because of his education, his knowledge, he brought himself in that position. Okay, next. Another section of society was that Muslim League. Now, Muslims also, most of the time, they thought that they were alienated, they were separated in the Indian National Congress. They were not given much priority. They were thinking that most of the important positions and you can say the things were under the control of the Hindus in Indian National Congress. They thought that Indian National Congress is trying to eliminate the Muslims. That is why these Muslims also wanted to have a separate electoral list. They wanted to have a separate electorate list in the Muslim dominated area. Similarly, like this, when Mahatma Gandhi urged, or when Mahatma Gandhi told that Dalits also are now equal to all the people, they can also use the public property and all, but most of the Dalit people, they formed themselves as a depressed class association, and not only this freedom, they wanted to have reservation, they wanted to have a separate place in the politics, they wanted to have a separate Dalit representation. That is why in the year 1930, B.R. Ambedkar, he formed the depressed class, Dalit Mahasabha he formed, and in the second round conference in 1931, in second round conference, there was a clash between Mahatma Gandhi and B.R. Ambedkar over the separate electorate for the Dalit, and this was supported by the Britishers because the Britishers were playing the policy of divide and rule. So they were supporting. They wanted that Indian society should not only be separated on the basis of religion, they should be separated on the basis of caste also. But Mahatma Gandhi was against that. He went on too fast. He thought that if we start dividing, or if you give a separate electorate list for the depressed class, then the society will be divided into caste wise. That is why in the year 1932, Pune Pact was signed between Gandhiji and Ambedkar, and in that Dalits were given, they were treated as scheduled caste, and they were given various reservations in the educational, political and other atmosphere in the society. By this, the Dalits were trying to bring up, or they were trying to uplift in the society, they were promoted in the society, they were trying to, it was tried to bring them into the main atmosphere of the society. By this, you can say the Dalit problem which was arised in our country was almost solved by Mahatma Gandhi and B.R. Ambedkar. Now, how was the nationalism feeling of nationalism got integrated into the minds of Indians, into the hearts of Indians? We all know that in our country we are having different language, culture, religion, various dialects are being spoken in our country. Okay, so how the nationalism, feeling of nationalism was you can say inserted in the minds of India, in the hearts of India, how that feeling was aroused. Now, so the main role behind it was the local leaders in various regions of our country. They tried to play major important by bringing the Indians together by various local and you can say local traditional way. For example, we all are mostly bounded by our traditional cultures and practices of various maybe religion or spiritual or anything. So leaders tried to first bring unity among the Indians by practicing such things by which they can gather majority of the people under one umbrella. Like one was that Bal Gangadhar Tilak, he started celebrating the festival of Ganesh. Okay, that is Ganesh Chaturthi in Maharashtra and all, to unite the Marathis. Now, like that only you can see he started editing newspaper at Maratha. Now, in other regions, if you say West Bengal, Bankim Chandra Chatterjee, he developed a song Vande Mataram. He was the first person to create the images of Bharat Mata. Now, see, we all used to call as a Bharat Mata, but there was no a particular image or identity. So he created an image and identity by which people must be, you can say, heartily related to that image. And in most of the images, there are different figures of Bharat Mata showing the power and elegance of the Bharat Mata. Next, even Muhammad Iqbal, you might be knowing very well, he wrote the song Sare Jahan Se Acha Hindustan Hamara. Rabindranath Tagore, he himself started collecting various folks, various ballads and all to create the unity among the Indians. Next, Mahatma Gandhi, he himself designed the flag of Indian flag during the Swadeshi movement, which carried tricolors. And in between there was a charkha. Before that there used to be 8 lotus in Indian flag, and all those 8 lotus used to represent 8 princely states which were ruled by 8 British provinces. The 8 lotus used to represent 8 British provinces. Later during Swadeshi movement, Mahatma Gandhi replaced that lotus by charkha because he gave importance to khadi. That is why charkha was used, and red, green and white color was used by Mahatma Gandhi. Later, after freedom, we got the shape of our present national flag. Like that only in South India, Natesa Sastri, he also collected the Tamil literature, Tamil folk and all to create the unity among the Indians. So in this way, various regional level, various local region level, the leaders tried to create unity among the Indians, because in those days the regional feeling, or you can say the regional language, was the most important element and factor to gather unity among the people. By this you can say, and most of the time you can see various slogans created by various freedom fighters that also inspired the Indians to generate or to create nationalism, a feeling of national or a nation identity among themselves. So students, I hope so you might have understood today's chapter, and thank you for watching. Next we'll continue tomorrow. By the time, bye.